which is a favorite, doesn't do a major amount of things, but it's really tasty. This is Immortale. It's a relaxant. It's an aromatic evergreen bush. It's an antispasmodic, an anti-inflammatory. It's an immune stimulant, and it's for stress, and it helps your respiratory. So there's your Immortale. And these are really lovely little plants. The companies I buy my plants from, and I measure mine somewhat because there are some things I don't like to put a whole lot in, not because they're so bad. Some of them are very strong, but they taste terrible. I mean, there's really strong herbs, particularly the cholesterol herbs, are just nasty. Okay, I mean, really bitter and strong. So I've had the cholesterol tea took me months to make so that you could actually drink it and not go, you know. So that's good. Rose. This is an entire book on rose and what rose petals do for you. Needless to say, for roses, it's stress. They're very calming, they're very relaxing, they're very good for your skin, your circulation, they're very good for headaches, they're very good for upset stomachs. There's so many, again, I'm just naming a few properties of these herbs, and there's so many. Roses also taste wonderful. You can go to your garden, and you can, if you don't use insecticides, I mean, I grow a lot of stuff in my garden, I don't have a lot of room, but I try, and just like pluck stuff and throw it in a glass and drink it, you know, and you think that's a tea, okay? My grandmother used to drink dandelion tea, and I get a kick out of it. I use dandelion a lot because you just read and read and read, and you know, all those are wives' tales, and you know, the kids always laugh at you and stuff. The fact is they all come from something. All of them. And you find as you get older, when you were a kid, and you laugh at your parents, you know, and your grandparents, and now that you're getting a little older, and you think, oh my God, that's true. It absolutely does that. And dandelion, they used to just throw it away every single night. And you know what? Dandelion does some amazing things for you. Astragalus, diabetes, heart disease. It reduces high blood pressure. It's wonderful for your immune system. It actually, they have done studies on this particular herb because they think that it prevents the spread of malignant cancer cells. Okay? And it helps to restore your immune functions in cancer patients. This is one of the teas that I use for, and I don't use a lot of this stuff. I have a niece who has breast cancer. I make a tea for that. With the astragalus, I won't do it tonight because I don't have my gloves, but this, like certain herbs like hops, I have to shred really, really finely because if you get a clump of it, it's just like, they don't always taste real good. But I've managed to get most of these recipes so they're very palatable. And the next one we have down here, and you know, there is no ever underestimating the value of chamomile. You know, it's a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous flower. I grow it in my garden. Well, I wanted to say something about where I order these from. I have, right now I work with almost 200, I said over, but it's almost 200 different herbs from all over the world. And you really don't have a choice because when you get started with a few, you end up with just, you know, there's so many more that you have to have. The companies that I use are certified organic. They are trade-free or wild harvested, meaning that they do not destroy the land when they harvest it. Trade-free, well, they get paid free trade means they get paid a decent wage while they are harvesting these plants. They are actually certified kosher. I do not say that though because they go through my hands, so I cannot say they are kosher. And the companies that I use, I investigate fully. The companies that I use all have laboratories where everything is tested before it gets to you. So make sure that nothing is in the herb but the herb. However, every now and then you come across a little bird's feather. But you don't have any weird chemicals or drugs in there. Chamomile, I'm going to leave this here if anyone wants to read through any of this, but chamomile is just, there are just so many things that it does for you that it's hard to even explain. Elder flowers and elderberries are a cure for almost everything. Your parents drank elderberry wine, and they got a nice buzz, and they got all kinds of really, really good healthy stuff. Elder is it's an amazing plant, and you don't see it in a lot of things. It's the reliable home remedy for colds and flu, fever, skin eruptions, bruises, rashes, wounds, hay fever, sprains, sinusitis, tension, constipation, and rheumatic discomfort. Okay? I mean, it is the home remedy for those things. mean, you can't find anything better. You notice we do the tasty things we make more of, the not so tasty things we don't put so much in. I'm going to skip this one for now, and we're going to go on to my absolute favorite, which is dandelion. Dandelion is a blood purifier, okay, which I use in a lot of things. It's really good for cholesterol problems, for anemia, iron deficiencies. It's a liver tonic. It's wonderful for joints and rheumatism, arthritis, degenerative joint diseases like rheumatism. Skin disorders, again, cholesterol. It's your very best source of potassium. And on and on and on. And again, now you know why you can't, you can try to memorize this stuff, but I can't do that. I'm too old for that. And you don't want to make mistakes. But I'm getting there though, and I know them all by sight and smell and taste now, but again, years I'm still learning and will continue to learn. Dandelion, I'm going to put a half in, because it's not real tasty. And then we have everybody's favorite echinacea. And I think by now everybody knows the values of echinacea for colds and flu. Echinacea, although they battle it back and forth and I'm not sure what it doesn't do, but echinacea they've studied it, and they think that it also increases your cellular resistance to cancer. Okay, so that's another one. And then, one of my favorites, which I chop up, but I like to use it